Yeah.
I mean, there was a time where, I don't know, was it that your temper was getting a hold of you? There were a few incidents.
Tell me about it.
No, I'm asking. I'm asking.
Yeah, let
I
me
mean,
clarify
if
what
you
you've
hear
heard.
the stories or read the stories,
Yeah.
I'm asking you, was it ever really that you lost your temper, or what was going on?
I like to think I'm a calm person and just like really relax unless like you've really like provoked something out of me that is of value to me. Like I have values and certain things that I feel like shouldn't be stepped on, and unless it is, then if I'm pushed against the wall, probably I react, right? So people provoke reactions if in a certain, and it's constant. It's a constant.
Okay.
It just doesn't come like on like today.
Oh, so it was like
It could be
like
like
a
a
build
year
up?
of certain things.
Okay.
But this, and then the body's in charge of. They don't step in to regulate.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
And then at the end you have to take care of, like at the end of the day you have to like protect yourself,
Because the way the stories were told, like you said,
yeah.
it came across like you were either indisciplined or you were losing your temper. And you do, I remember you actually did respond.
I haven't really.
Well, there was.
This is
I
the
think
first time I'm responding to that publicly or on like
Really?
an interview.
Okay.
I've been quiet about all that stuff and people have been using it against me and blackballing, is that what they call it?
I don't
Yes.
like that word.
I know, but it's used, right?
Yeah.
Normally I'm just a calm guy
So
and a lot of.
where was the frustration coming from?
No, so there was a time when we didn't have so many events in tennis, right?
Yeah, on the calendar here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the calendar there was nothing and nothing was being done, and I was in Uganda. Like, I need to play tennis, I need to compete. If I'm around, there's all these players within the region and we could do something together and just like, push the competition and get people to get involved, or like companies within. I'm sure there's money somewhere that people can really like do their CRS and, is that the right word?
CSR.
CSR,
Yeah.
sorry. Like, support the community-based kind of events. So I started one, what's called the Friday Tennis Challenge.
Okay.
So we started off within Uganda. So that caught a lot of attention and people were like, it caught on. We had digital, like kind of, you could purchase your tickets on digitally and whatever that shit.
Online.
Yeah, online, you could do all that. You could, and then we had people within, like professionals coming within the region to compete.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think there was a misunderstanding of our objectives and the regulators' objectives. Or people were like, because thinking about it now, it would have like shed some light on a lot of negative stuff that was happening in Uganda tennis. So, and I didn't really think, because in my view, I'm thinking about playing and competing and creating events that will be like.
And that was your focus.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
And I was looking at it in a political aspect, and I'm like, that's not my view. So there was a clash, and people chose sides, and and I was like alone. I was like this young tennis player. who has a vision or sees things in a different light and just coming to Uganda, stepping on people who've been doing it forever.
Shaking things up a little.
shaking the tree.
Yeah.
So I got a backlash. And the backlash was like the people who were supporting whatever teams or whatever, you know, who thought some ignorance, man, like a lot of ignorance, and they would probably like frustrate you thinking that you're trying to, you know, and they would provoke.
Are you looking at like coaching, or are you looking at?
I already have like a setup, Mutima tennis. We do tennis programs. We did the Friday tennis challenge.
Where is that?
That's the thing I've been explaining.
Yeah, I know, but where is it? At
Right now it's at Lugogo. We did holiday programs. We did all that stuff, and they were successful. We've done a few successful things, and a lot of people like it. There's a lot of people who are like, keep going, and they like that energy. But
so you're going to focus more on that?
I've been away, and we haven't really done it this year.
Okay, are you going to pick it up again?
Yeah. I mean, there's a demand for it.
So what are your plans moving forward? What are your plans moving forward?
I've been away. I only returned for about a week.
Okay.
Been away, been here for a week. So I'm trying to restructure, get myself out there in the community again, and yeah.
Okay.
Then we'll see what happens.
When you were away, you were working, you were playing?
I was working. Yeah, I was working.
Yeah, okay.
In the Cayman Islands.
And you came where?
In the Cayman Islands.
Oh, that sounds nice.
I know, it's really nice.
Okay,
it was an experience.
Okay. Now when you say you're back here, are you back here now for an extended period of time?
I'm looking for other alternatives, but I'm here in the meantime till something else works out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to be part of the African Games coming up in August. I'd like to represent Uganda again, and I'd like to put that mess all behind me, because it's just a lot of misunderstanding in the person, and misunderstanding in what we're all trying to, because we're all trying to make it better, right? We're all trying to do well. We're all trying to see that, unless you're thinking otherwise, or your mindset is in a different
different light.
Yeah, light or setting. I think with every person here, doesn't matter where they are, they're trying to get better or do better, and like put themselves in a position that is, you know, in control and independence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you trying to mend those relationships then?
Mend?
Mend, because you said those disagreements.
Misunderstandings.
Okay, misunderstandings.
There's no
Not disagreements, misunderstandings.
Misunderstandings, yeah, of course. Yeah, of course, that's why I'm speaking to you openly right now. And that's why I'm like, who would be the best person to interview me and put me out there? Let's look up Krista.
Oh.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, well, we wish you the best. So you want to play in the games in August. What else do you have your eye on?
What else?
Yeah. Because like you said, I mean, you have a lot of focus. And you start planning. You're clearly a planner. So what are you focused on?
A set plan?
As a planner.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you focused on? Because you talked about the games in August. What else?
I might not even play those games, so.
Well, you'd like to.
I would like to.
Yeah.
May not. I may be sidelined or excluded for some reason. But I think if you want to, like, as tennis, right? If you want, like, the best, I think then inclusiveness is quite important. Never to exclude anyone. If you're in a position to organize,
What do you mean?
To be inclusive. To be inclusive, right?
Explain to the viewers.
I like that word, to be inclusive.
Yeah.
Just to get everyone involved in whatever objective or goal you're trying to achieve. And right now we're trying to, as Uganda, trying to put ourselves out there on the map and you're trying to put your program out there, right?
Yeah.
So you include everyone. It doesn't matter who it is. You include me in the interview. If it was just you by yourself talking about certain things,
that wouldn't work.
Explaining, that won't work. So to be inclusive is to just get all the pieces together.
So you
doesn't
want
matter
to see
how
more
big.
of that.
Yeah. Doesn't matter how big or small. Just include, and then every piece has its purpose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, in your ideal situation, ideal setting, where would you like to see tennis in Uganda, at least?
Right now it's much better than it was. To be honest, a lot of activities this year. And that's really encouraging and motivating to a lot of sure. Players are coming up and programs and the coaching and all that. But I feel excluded from it. And I'm like, I'm the man.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, what are you talking about? I held this thing up, for a while. And you can't talk about Ugandan tennis without mentioning Duncan Mugabe. It's kind of difficult.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm trying to phase me out. Yeah, so, and I don't accept that or respect it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Respect that.
Huh?
I respect that.
That's my view. And these are all my views, you're all entitled, everyone is entitled to have a critical assessment of it.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Okay.
But
so do you
these
feel
are my views.
So you talked about your coaching program that you've been doing for a while, which you want to revive. Have you seen some talent, like a young Ugandan talent, and you're thinking, okay, it's very promising?
I've seen passion and hard work.
Ooh, okay. What's the difference between passion and hard work and talent? What's the difference?
No, if you have passion and you're hard working, that's more important than talent.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not ooh, ouch. It's just yay.
It's the reality?
Yeah, it's yay, good.
Okay.
And then from there, talent will emerge. If there's passion and hard work, talent always emerges. Because then it provides a conducive environment, and then the talent just shows up.
Wow. A lot of people would think it's the other way around. That you first must have the talent, and then the passion
you must
and
have
the hard work.
the working capabilities, and you must have the love for that grooms talent, right? That's the formula, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
must have the drive.
Because if you repeat everything every day, you're working hard at it and you love it. And if you do that on a daily or weekly basis, then you perfect it that way. So you're talented, but it's all the work that went into it.
Okay.
And then it's very easy for you.
Okay. So aside from tennis, what do you enjoy doing?
I like gardening.
Gardening?
Yeah.
So what kind of
I like
gardening?
animals. I like animals and all that other stuff.
We're not rushing past the gardening. I first want to understand.
I don't even know how to garden, but it's something I feel like when I do it eases my mind.
Like spending time out,
Yeah, spending time out and just being with nature. That stuff is quite important. Relaxes me, and
Okay.
yeah,
So that helps you relax.
yeah,
Okay. You said you like animals?
yeah.
What
Like
do you mean,
dogs.
like pets?
Yeah, pets, rabbits.
You have a couple of pets?
Uh, rabbits.
Rabbits.
Yeah.
Please don't eat them.
No, I haven't.
Oh
I
my
have two
goodness.
rabbits.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So rabbits,
Yeah.
not cats, not the usual
Around
dogs.
cat, there's a cat. Yeah.
There's a cat.
Yeah.
You know, cats.
That's not mine though.
Oh.
So mine.
Okay.
I grew attached to it, so turns out to, yeah, grew on me, so it turns out to be like, yeah, it's my pet too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what else? Do you read? Do you
Yeah, I enjoy
do you do
reading.
yoga? I don't know.
I enjoy reading. I enjoy reading quite a lot.
And you mentioned at the beginning, I asked you, like, what's your routine every morning? And you said you normally get up and train.
Yeah, morning routines.
So you up
Wake
normally
up
what time?
6.
6 a.m.
Yeah, 6. Lately, I'm trying to follow that schedule.
Okay.
6 o'clock, and get up, get ready, get myself into like training mode or mindset to train, and then hit the gym. Trying to get really strong. Or run. I haven't run. I don't want to, but running is on the plan.
It's in the plan.
Yeah. In the morning, I prefer working out.
You prefer the gym
Yeah.
workout?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then maybe later on in the day I can run.
Do you stick to like a specific diet?
Yeah. It's been difficult since I got back.
Okay.
But I
Because
was
you
on
mentioned that you were vegan.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to think so.
Or did you try to be vegan? Which one is it?
Few days in a week.
Okay, well, I guess that's
days.
manageable.
Few days in the week. I try to. It keeps you disciplined. It keeps you like focused on certain things. How you eat, how you train, and how you live your life. I think that's a good.
Okay.
What your intake of whatever you have is quite important. Like what you eat affects how you think, how you behave. Or like if you eat good food that is really like, you know, if you have a salad this morning, you'll be light, you'll be up and about, or you have coffee, you'll be, you know, so.
Coffee's life.
Yeah, so it's what you eat is important, and you should take care of yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one of the things you've talked about is, you know, the misunderstandings that you had, and you had never really talked about that before. So that means you're trying to address them. What is the last thing you'd like to say about that, like moving forward? You said you want to put that behind you completely.
Yeah, I want
just get back to playing again.
Yeah, I want to put. First of all, I'll apologize. I'll apologize because most people want an apology for certain things that happened, and it's only right that I do that. Or I would say misunderstandings, but no one will accept the flaws. I'll take it, and I'll apologize for all the misunderstandings and all the wrongs that have or will or are going to happen in the future. I'm only human and I make mistakes.
Yeah.
So do everyone else, and just take me as I am.
Okay.
As I am, and I think I receive everyone as they are too.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for coming on the show.
Yes.
And best of luck with the new chapter, turning your page.
The page.
Yeah? Or is it a new book?
It's a new moon.
Okay, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Yes.